И мы в эфире. Всем привет! Всем привет! Это наше новое время. This is our new hour for live lessons. Сегодня понедельник, начало недели, и мы увидим сегодня, we will see, сколько будет сегодня людей. Если честно, я только что вернулась домой. Итак, я только что вернулась домой. Только что вернулась. Только что – это значит just now. I just got back home. Да? Я только что вернулась домой. Или так, я вас спрошу, I will ask you, напишите, what verb of motion we could use instead of вернулась, да? Я только что вернулась домой. Привет, привет, гречанка-бабка. Всем привет. Привет, Сажад. Очень рада видеть вас. Привет, привет, Гиютор. How should I call you? Как тебя называть? I prefer to call all the participants of the chat as they would like to be called. Yeah? Как вы хотите, да, чтобы я вас называла? Потому что это как реальный класс. It's like just a real class, real classroom, real lesson, как настоящий урок. Да, привет, Фавио, очень рада тебя видеть. I wasn't sure you're gonna be able to make it. Я не была уверена, потому что сегодня понедельник, люди работают. Привет, Джузеппе, ты итальянец? Такой интересный вопрос, да? Ты итальянец? Рада всех видеть. Теперь сконцентрируйтесь, concentrate, try to concentrate, и напишите what verb of motion I could be using instead of вернулась. So I said, I just came home. I used the verb вернулась. What kind of verb of motion I could have used instead of it? Привет, привет, Эйро, Substitutor. Привет. Очень рада that you could make it. Очень рада, что у тебя не было никаких других планов. Итак, спасибо, Джузеппе. Переходить очень хорошо. Any other ideas? Да, приходить неплохо, not bad, you are close. Да. Я только что вернулась домой. I just came home. Я была в церкви. I was in church. И в моем инстаграме я показала, куда я ездила. Спасибо, Substitutor. The verb приехать, да, я только что приехала. Because you do know that I was far, yeah? That I took a train, probably you know, because I showed this picture in the train. Потом я была в русской церкви, вот тут. Потом я была около церкви, видите? Сегодня большой праздник. Today there is a big Orthodox holiday. Это крещение. It's baptism of Jesus Christ. Видите? Вот так красиво. Ты только что приехал. Отлично. Я тоже. Итак, I will help you here. Мы можем сказать прийти или приехать. Итак, я только что пришла. It means we should use here perfective verb прийти, not приходить, but because приходить is for regular action, да? Например, я всегда прихожу вечером домой. I always come home in the evening, да? Но it happened only once, that's why I say я пришла, я только что пришла. I just entered, I just came home. Спасибо, гречанка бабка. Спасибо большое. С праздником. Сегодня большой праздник. It's a very big holiday in Orthodox Church. И я ходила. I went there. You see, I say я ходила because I'm already home. Да, я ходила, round trip. И я взяла, and I took holy water. Это святая вода. In church, they would bless water today, and I took one bottle. Well, it used to be kombucha, but now it's the holiest of waters. Итак, а мы начинаем. Я только что пришла, tape saturator только что приехал, да? Tape saturator куда-то ездил. Куда ты ездил? I'm asking, куда ты ездил? Where did you go by transport? Куда ты ездил, tape saturator? Куда ты ездил? While he's typing for us, куда он ездил, I will tell you about today's topic. Сегодня мы будем говорить про очень важные глаголы движения. Today we will talk about very important verbs of motion, which means to move. Not only to move ourselves physically, but also to move a topic of the conversation to a new one. Yeah, but overall, all the verbs of motion we will be talking about today have meaning of moving. Кто догадается, who can guess what kinds of verbs of motion we are gonna look at? Да? Напишите, какие глаголы мы будем сегодня изучать и практиковать. Напишите, какие глаголы, what verbs of motion you think мы будем сегодня изучать и практиковать. Как вы думаете? The meaning is to move. Да? Окей, закрываем. We're gonna close my Instagram. If you want to join my Instagram, it's Live Russian. Welcome. It looks like this, Live Russian lessons. Если вам интересно, это мой Instagram. Там я показываю свою жизнь. Да ё-моё! There I show my life. Напишите, как вы думаете, какие глаголы, what verbs are we gonna learn today if the meaning is to move. Напишите, а я попробую вам рассказать еще сегодня. Я очень опаздывала. Ты ездил в аптеку. Я знаю, что ты болеешь. I know that you are sick. Никто не принес тебе лекарства. Nobody brought you any meds. You know, we should probably yell at your neighbors who could have brought you some meds. Ну, не будем об этом. Итак, perfective verb of motion maybe. Хорошо. That's not really my question, но спасибо. Could you guess verb themselves? Like what verb of motion means to move? Do you know this verb of motion or not? By the way, I put them right on the thumbnail of this video. If somebody paid attention, you could notice that there are verbs of motion that are on the thumbnail. Ну, я вам даю еще 1 минуту. I'm gonna give you 1 more minute. И пишите. You see, I want you to participate. I don't want this to be a monologue. I want it to be a dialogue and exchange. You know, that's the... Пере, спасибо, tape saturator. The prefix пере И ты молодец. Very good that you said it just in the terms of prefix. Префикс пере. Префикс пере. Спасибо, спасибо, да, отлично. Вот, Фавио, молодец. Префикс пере. Вот наш прекрасный префикс пере. Префикс пере can mean to cross. To cross, например, переходить улицу. To cross the street. Переходить мост. To cross the bridge. But its colloquial meaning is exactly to move. But to move, when we use переезжать, переезжать, переезжать и переехать. Now pay attention. Переезжать и переехать, that's how we pronounce them. Переезжать и переехать would mean to move to a new place, to move to a new office, to move to a new apartment, city, country. Переезжать is an imperfective verb which is used to be in the process. Например, извини, у меня бардак, я переезжаю. Sorry, it's not clean here, it's a mess because I'm moving. Let me type this sentence for you. Извини, извини, у меня бардак, я переезжаю. Listen how we pronounce it. Я переезжаю. We don't pronounce the letter Z. Я переезжаю, переезжаю. Извини, у меня бардак, я переезжаю. But honestly, у меня бардак, I'm not even moving anywhere. But if you saw what's happening on my desk, voila, oh my goodness, no moving, but бардак is here. Переезжать is a verb that is used to be in the process or to do it regularly. Я каждый год переезжаю в новую квартиру. Every year I move to a new apartment. You see? Я каждый год переезжаю. Я каждый год переезжаю. Every year I move. The verb переезжать is used for process or repetitive action or some kind of, routine. Так, хорошо. The verb переехать is perfective and used for normally one-time action or if precise it can be twice. For example, я уже переехала 2 раза тут во Франции. Переехала 2 раза, да? Тефсирейтер. You are very, very ahead of time, but I wanted to ask you to give me an example. Fabio, could you precise your question? Почему what? I'm not a mind reader. If you simply ask why, I talk too much and I have no idea what you mean. So, if you were to ask a question, please, people, make a whole sentence so I could read and understand your question. Спасибо. Тейп-сатюрейтор переезжает поближе к аптеке. И правильно, если твои соседи настолько lazy asses, you are sick, somebody could have brought you meds. Ты меня знаешь, you know me, I'm quite strict. Ну ладно. Итак, ребятки, почему вот? Fabio, could you ask your question more broadly so I could answer it? Why are you moving so frequently? No, it was just an example. I honestly am not moving anywhere. В этой квартире я живу уже 5 лет, а во Франции я живу уже 10 лет. Да? Раньше я жила в доме, а теперь я живу в квартире. Before I lived in a house, now I live in an apartment. Now it's your turn. А вы? А вы? А вы? Вы часто переезжаете? Вы часто переезжаете? That's how we type it, but listen how we pronounce it. Вы часто переезжаете? Вы часто переезжаете? Привет, silent move. Вы часто переезжаете? Напишите, вы часто переезжаете? Отлично, Фавио. Yeah, sometimes I do give examples, but I don't give real life examples because let's say I wanted to say that I move often, but it's not the truth, you see, but it would teach you more. So don't believe everything I say. I would lie a lot during these live lessons. Так, я не часто приезжаю. Итак, silent move. The question was, вы часто переезжаете? Переезжаете. Пере, it means to move to a new apartment, to move to a new place. But приезжаю, it means to arrive, to come. Yeah? Я часто приезжаю, I arrive often. That's what your sentence meant. But maybe you wanted to say exactly this. Итак, how often do you move? Вы часто переезжаете? Вы часто переезжаете? Type пишет. Let's do this. I have an idea. I will try to show all your comments on the screen. Like this, people who watch this live lesson recorded, they will have this entertainment. Type пишет. Я редко переезжаю. Это очень утомительно. Итак, редко means seldom or rarely, and утомительно means very, very tiring. It takes a lot of energy. Итак, you should not believe all I say, really, Fabio. You know, especially during lessons. Sometimes I do give my own examples, but when I know that the example wouldn't serve you well, I would invent a better example. Но вы всегда можете спросить, you can always ask, Катя, это правда? Is it true? Just like you did, you asked, Катя, do you move? Why would you move so often? It was a good question. Это хорошо. Ну что, ребята, Type написал, а вы пишите, don't be lazy, вы часто переезжаете, do you move often? Вы часто переезжаете? Also, let's do this. Let's cover the topic. Куда можно переехать? Куда можно переехать? And notice how I used here perfective verb. Where to can you move and accomplish it? Куда можно переехать? Куда можно переехать? This is my new question. Куда можно переехать? How do you think? Where is it possible to accomplish moving? It means that you could here use your imagination and tell me any place you could move to. It could be even a place, you know, imaginary place, like на Луну, to the moon. Хорошо. Куда можно переехать? Как вы думаете? Пишите. Type. Silent move. Я буду переезжать за границу. Let's look at these two verbs. Переезжать, which is used for repetitive action or being in the process. Or we have a perfective verb переехать. But if you want to make it in the future tense, like I will move, and you use this word буду. Буду goes only with imperfective verbs. So, я буду переезжать. Буду переезжать. It means I will be in the process. Soon I will be in the process of moving. But if you want to say I will accomplish moving abroad, you should say it like this. Скоро я перееду за границу. Да? So, буду переехать. Can't use. Буду переезжать. Perfect. I will be moving. Just in English you say, soon I'm gonna be moving. Yeah, soon I will be moving. Я буду переезжать за границу. Or you should use a perfective verb переехать. Я перееду за границу. Я перееду за границу. Я перееду, future, because perfective verb can be past or future, it's never in present, yeah? Я перееду за границу. Я перееду за границу. Я перееду за границу. Substitutor. Я часто переезжаю с дивана на кровать и холодильник. Substitutor. Are you sure you're using a transport? Are you already in a wheelchair? Come on. You should say перехожу. But if that's the case, you're absolutely right. Я часто переезжаю с дивана на кровать и к холодильнику, towards the fridge. Yeah? Hope you are not yet in the situation that I just described and even feel a little bit bad about it. Итак, я перееду за границу. Спасибо, молодец. It's okay. But it was fun, type saturator. Я перееду за границу. Я перееду за границу. This is very, very, very good example. I will move abroad. Да? Silent move. В какую страну? В какую страну? В какую страну? В какую страну? В какую страну ты хочешь переехать? Да? The full question would be like this. В какую страну ты хочешь переехать? Переехать. And look how I used perfective verb. В какую страну ты хочешь accomplish and переехать? I'm not saying, в какую страну ты хочешь переезжать. I could say, в какую страну ты хочешь переезжать? It means, to what country are you planning to start the process of moving? But if I'm talking about accomplishment, I say, the fact. В какую страну ты хочешь переехать? Переехать, accomplish it, yeah? Я перееду в Германию. Очень хорошо, я перееду в Германию. Я перееду в Германию. Из какой страны? From what country? Из какой страны? Из какой страны ты будешь переезжать? Look how I'm saying it. From what country are you going to move? I'm using here imperfective verb in infinitive. Будешь, to do what? You will, to do what? From what country are you gonna to move? To move, yeah? Из какой страны ты будешь переезжать? It literally means from what country are you gonna start process of moving? Из Турции. Спасибо большое. Из Турции. Супер. Да, Турция sucks. We all know it. Это неплохая страна. It's not a bad country. Это неплохая страна. Но Турция и Германия, может быть, Германия лучше. Хотя я не люблю Германию, если честно. Хотя я не люблю Германию. Мне кажется, в Германии не очень вкусная еда. I really think that the food there is not really tasty. Ну, во Франции еда лучше. In France, food is much better. So, to better understand, please tell me. It all depends on what, let me put it here. It all depends on what I'm trying to mean to the other person I'm talking, right? So, here, you know what you just have done, Fabio, actually. You managed to grasp the purpose of this verb aspect for us, for Russians. We use them only to make people think what we want them to think. So when we communicate, we want them to know some details. We want them to see a picture in their head of what is going on with us. And depending on the picture in their head we want to build, we would use one verb or another. And now pay attention. Both verbs mean the same thing to move. Переезжать is to move. Переехать is also to move, especially when we use them in infinitive, right? Infinitive. To move. To move. And now let me use both of them in infinitive, so you see that I'm not using tenses, and you will see different picture in your head as if you were a Russian person, but I will help you to build this picture in your head, okay? Хорошо. Listen. В этом году я переезжаю в Россию. В этом году, damn it, I didn't use infinitive. Let me, okay, remove this example from your head. В этом году я хочу переехать в Россию. For those who don't know that I'm not saying the truth, it's a random example, да? В этом году я хочу переехать в Россию. This is the example in infinitive that I'm giving to you. This year I want to move to Russia. I'm using perfective verb переехать. It means this year I plan to accomplish moving to Russia. That's the picture. Do you know what picture you see in your head as a listener of mine? You see a picture of me already living in Russia this year, 2026, да? В этом году я хочу переехать в Россию. And it's done. I want to get it done. В этом году я хочу переехать в Россию. Now you are asking me a question. Катя, когда ты собираешься, when are you going to, or хочешь, Катя, когда ты хочешь, let's take хочешь, because it will be more basic, да? Катя, когда ты хочешь переезжать? When you ask me the question, Катя, когда ты хочешь переезжать? What I see in my head, I see you're asking me, Katya, when do you want to start the process of moving? Because you are saying переезжать, be in the process. If you ask me, когда ты хочешь переехать, accomplish, you see my moving to a new country might take time. It might take a year or a half of a year. And you are saying to me, Katya, когда ты хочешь переезжать? Я говорю, я начну переезжать весной. Я начну переезжать весной, а полностью я перееду. Here I have to use already some tense, future, да? Я начну переезжать. I will start the process in spring. А полностью, in total, я перееду только летом. Okay, so look how interestingly I'm saying. I will start my moving process in spring, but totally, полностью, or fully, I will move, I will accomplish moving only in summer. You see, two verbs that mean the same thing are in the same sentence. Переезжать, переехать. Переезжать, переехать. Отлично. Итак, let's look at this nice sentence. Я начну переезжать весной, а полностью перееду только летом. Окей. Так, silent move. Это уже понятно, Катя. Пожалуйста, следующие слова. Well, maybe your level is so high, but you're not alone here. For faster pace, book a private lesson. And it's going to be faster and more efficient. Итак, be and GMZ. By the summer, I will have moved to Russia. Thank you. Exactly. I will have moved. In Russian, as you know, we don't have all these tenses. In English, we can say, I will move, I will be moving, I will have moved. All these tenses are future tenses. But in Russian, we have only one future tense for each verb, right? Right. That's why we have pairs of verbs that are used for process and regularity, one of them, and another one is used for accomplished action. Actions. So, Fabio, let me even go one extra step. You mean that I have to, let's put it here. You mean that I have to incorporate to the meaning of starting the process each time I use these imperfective verbs? No, no, no. It's just if you want me to understand that you are going to start your process just like in English, you would say, I would start moving. You know, I would start moving in spring. If you want me to know when you will start moving, you use начать, to start. You could simply say, знаешь, я переезжаю весной. I'm moving in spring. Я переезжаю весной, но только летом я закончу. I will finish. Только летом I will finish. Итак, the silent move. It's okay. I understand the confusion. You know, it's live lesson for different levels. That's why I do speak Russian and English, because some people are beginners, some people are advanced. And I'm trying in exactly these lessons, which are free and for all levels, to fit broad needs of people. And people who watch it recorded would understand everything. Yeah? No offense, none taken. It's okay. Все в порядке, все хорошо. Or we say in Russian very often, ничего страшного. Ничего страшного. All is well. Итак, поехали дальше. Let's go further. Поехали дальше. We have two verbs. Переехать, переезжать. Now, answer to my question. Ответьте на вопрос. Ответьте на вопрос. Куда вы хотите переехать в будущем? Where do you want to move in the future? Keep in mind, it doesn't mean only a new country. It could mean a new city, a new apartment, maybe a new office if you are working in the office, yeah, new workplace. Sometimes when you move in a new office, you say, я переехал в новый офис. I moved to a new office. And don't mix up using transport or not, because this verb переехать in colloquial meaning doesn't mean that you do it by car. It means that you move. It's a new meaning of this verb. It's a colloquial meaning. And the verb переезжать, переехать, both of them mean to move. To move to a new working place, to move to a new country, new city, new apartment, new house. It can be anything. So don't think about transport here, because as you remember, as soon as we add a prefix to a verb has a new meaning. And in our case, the verb переезжать, initial meaning is to cross. Например, переезжать через дорогу, to cross the road. But a colloquial meaning is to move. Colloquial meaning. I'm adjusting the camera here. Итак. So, Fabio, if it seems to you that you are not grasping the concept, try to use it, because if you are not using these verbs, you will never learn them. Only after using them 5 times, in my experience, I teach, it's been 8 years since I've been teaching. And I do know that if you don't use them, you will never grasp the concept. Look at Tape City Writer and take his example. Я хочу переехать в большой дом на море. Perfect. I want to move. I want to accomplish moving. Yeah, I want to move to a big house on the seaside. Я хочу переехать, perfective verb, в большой дом на море. You noticed how imperfective I would show it like this to be in the process? And this is a perfective verb. Итак, я хочу переехать в большой дом на море. Отличный пример. It's a perfect example. Fabio, waiting for your example. Куда ты хочешь переехать? Куда ты хочешь переехать в будущем? Where do you want to move? And guys, I will give you one very, very good advice right now. Really, screenshot it or record it. It's like a perfect recommendation for learners. Always listen to questions. Listen to questions. In the questions there are answers. Look. Куда вы хотите переехать? I used the verb переехать. And you know that it's your hint. Куда вы хотите переехать to accomplish? В будущем. And you construct your answer using my question. В будущем, in the future. Я хочу переехать. I want to move. You use my question as your own hint. And it goes to the whole language learning. When it comes to Russian, you listen to questions. It will help you tremendously. Let me give you a very different example. Look. Какие, very random example. Какие цветы вам нравятся? Okay, let's not take цветы. Let's take цвета. What colors? Какие цвета вам нравятся? You do see my question. Какие цвета вам нравятся? What colors do you like? And when you look at this question, you see the word какие цвета вам нравятся. You can start your answer by мне нравятся. If it's plural, мне нравятся. Мне нравятся темные цвета. And you see, какие has some connection with your answer. Темные, dark colors. Мне нравятся пастельные цвета. Pastel colors. And you use the adjective in the form of a question какие. Always use question as your hint for an answer. Итак, now let's look, куда Фавио хочет переехать. Я хочу переехать в Россию. Отлично. You want to move to Russia. Is it a secret? You revealed to us. Yeah, but do you know that when you even say to people something, your brain, your mind already is concentrating on this thing, and your brain will do everything to reach your goal. So I truly don't believe in these expressions like счастье любит тишину, happiness likes silence. Come on, people, grow up. The more you talk, the more your mind is concentrating on the task. That's what I believe. It's my firm belief. And trust me, it got me already far in my life. So, я также хочу переехать. Look at that, Surrender. He really is not afraid to dream. Я также хочу переехать в музыкальный магазин. That I call dreams. That I call dreaming. Yeah. Я также хочу переехать в музыкальный магазин. Я не сомневаюсь. I'm not even surprised. You could play there from the morning, and there is this very nice expression in English. On end. I don't remember it. On end. Like the whole day, like on end. There is something, this expression I forgot. Итак. Да. One more thing. We already practiced our nice verbs переезжать, переехать. Я часто. No, not with no end. It's like the expression is this. Blah, 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 blah on end. It means long, like the whole day on end or something. It means like This on end, it makes our sentence stronger. But I forgot this expression. Are there any very good English speakers? Like on end. Whole day long. No, not long. There is on end. Okay, it's not an English lesson. Stop it. Продолжаем по-русски. We will cover 2 more verbs. Перейти, but we will start with переходить. Переходить и перейти. Переходить и перейти, which means to move on to a new topic or subject, topic, to a new focus. I would say to a new focus in a conversation. Да? It would go for us. Переходить, перейти. Теперь look at these two. They initially mean to cross road by foot. Переходить, перейти. Переходить is imperfective. Переходить. Or to be in the process. Переходить. And перейти. Оп. Я перешел. I accomplished. I crossed. Я перейду. I will accomplish. I will cross. But we have a colloquial meaning. No, the obsiturator, it was on end. It wasn't all day long. I do know, damn it, the boy and dog played for hours on end. Thank you. Something like this. Yeah, on end. Like, it means long. It means, yeah, this on end. I love this expression. But let's just forget about it. Let's forget about it. И давайте уже. It's gonna be interesting right now. Damn it, where did I click? I clicked somewhere and my chat has disappeared. On end. Да, спасибо. Мне тоже нравятся эти очки. Do you know what I do like about these glasses? These glasses are simply protecting me from the computer screen thing. How can I call it? They protect me from impact of the computer screen. And they don't affect anyhow my eyesight. But these ones do have -1, and they do in these ones I do see better far away. But on my computer I see really well without glasses. So that's why I prefer these ones who don't affect my eyesight, because when they do affect my eyesight, they would a little bit make my eyes look smaller. These ones. And I hate this thing. Who would like their eyes to be smaller? Но давайте перейдем к нашей теме. You see, naturally I used this verb. Let's move to our topic. Давайте перейдем к нашей теме. For hours on end, for days on end. Спасибо, Tesla Stellar. That's what I meant. Итак, давайте перейдем, let's move, давайте перейдем к нашей теме. Look how we use this перейти. Мы говорим так, перейти к, переходить, we can say переходить, to be in the process. Переходить, перейти, plus к, перейти к, перейти к. К, as you know, is the, when you see к, you know in your head that it's going to be dative case. К goes with dative, к goes with dative. Перейти plus к plus dative. Plus к plus dative. Let me give to you this formula. We are not having a math class, but we do have formulas. Переходить, перейти, plus к plus dative. Например, давайте, let's, перейдем Or we can say давайте переходить. Let's start the process of moving to a new topic. Давайте уже переходить к нашей теме. К plus dative, к маме, к теме. This is a feminine verb. К брату, к соседу, к врачу. This is a masculine verb. Yeah, it rings a bell. I hope so. Итак, ребята, перейдем. It's an imperfective verb, да? Перейдем к нашей теме, which is to move. Ой, Катя часто переходит к другой теме, because Катя has, how to put it better, has mess not only on her desk, but also in her mind, something like this. Yeah, Katya's mind is messy. Katya's mind is, thoughts are racing, stuff like this, because Katya is a little bit manic. Но ничего страшного. It's all under control. Катя часто переходит к другой теме. Это отличный example, это отличный пример. You see, that's how we practice. Да, silent move. Do you like chess? Ты любишь шахматы, как все русские люди? You know that Russians very, very, very like chess. Very much. And normally Russian men try to play some chess when they are teenagers or young adults to simply, get their mind working better. Not being able to play chess is just like not drinking alcohol in Russia. You're gonna be booed before, for this. You're gonna be like, ooh, you don't play chess. Хорошо. Да. Я не умею играть. Я умею играть в шахматы. I can play. Я в шахматы не сильна. I'm not strong. Это не страшно, потому что я девушка. It's okay. Yeah, I'm a girl. Итак, шахматы – это круто. Ты знаешь, это приложение chess. There is an application called chess. И там можно играть с русскими. Вот это chess. Здесь есть chess. Вот так. Ты играешь онлайн? Кстати, new topic. В доме, где я жила, in the house where I used to live, в России, в доме, где я жила, была шахматная школа. There was a chess school. Прямо в доме. Right in the house. Отличный пример, tape saturator. Вскоре, soon, or we can say скоро, soon, вскоре, скоро, they are synonyms. Я перехожу к приготовлению еды. Notice how you used present tense, which means soon I am moving to cooking. Soon I am moving to cooking. Soon I am moving to cooking. Да, у меня есть там аккаунт, Silent Move пишет. И у меня тоже. I also have it, but I don't play much. И у моего сына тоже есть. Костя also has an account there. He plays a little bit more often than I do. Хорошо. Молодцы, ребята. I even didn't tell you to give me examples, but you are doing it yourself. Soon I would move or I'm moving to cooking. Это пример tape saturator, да, очень хороший. Фавио, you are a fan of Анатолий Карпов. I betcha, no, you betcha, I bet you are. Это очень знаменитый шахматист. By the way, did you know that Russian chess player recently, he won some other very good chess player who was in fast games. He was like Swedish guy, like long-term winner. He used to be the Swedish guy, and I think Russian guy beat him. Could you tell me? Привет, Кира. Привет, Кира. Сегодня у нас очень интересная тема. We have a very nice topic. To move places or to move to a new topic. So now we're talking about moving to a new topic. And Katya wouldn't stop changing topics as she always do. Да, Tape Saturator пишет. I'm a fan of that 4-year-old boy Anatoly Karpov beat at the televised game. Yeah, I remember the boy. I watched this video. Точно, Magnus Carlsen. Maybe I mixed up. Yeah. Magnus Carlsen beat... Did he beat another one? Yes. Norwegian player. You're right. Damn it, I thought he was Russian. But yeah, Magnus Carlsen, exactly. So I'm correcting myself. Magnus Carlsen, спасибо. He is Norwegian. Он норвежец. Я ошиблась. He rules. И это видео очень смешное. Какой этот Магнус? Этот Magnus is very polite. He's very polite. I like just how he won, and then he just put all the... Все шахматные фигуры он поставил на место. He just put all the figures to their places. Wasn't it cute? Yeah. Magnus Carlsen, спасибо. Thank you for correcting me, because a lot of information is very, very mixed in my head right now. Но теперь я не забуду. Да, мы подозреваем, we suspect, мы подозреваем, что Magnus is a new form of artificial intelligence. Yeah, he is a crazy. Who knows, maybe he really is crazy. Aren't we all? Ну что, ребята, у нас есть еще 5 минут. We have 5 more minutes. Let's recap really quickly. Сегодня мы посмотрели, today we looked, на 4 глагола. Damn it, I forgot my manicure. But it's okay. 4 глагола. 2 глагола переезжать, переехать mean to move places. Переехать в новый офис, переехать в другую страну. Переезжать is an imperfective verb, which means to do it regularly or to be in the process. And переехать is a perfective verb, which means to accomplish it, and it exists only in past or future, it never exists in the present. 2 других глагола переходить и перейти, which means to move to a new topic or to move to a new focus of our conversation. There is a very good Russian expression. Перейдем к делу. Let's get to business. Господа, перейдем к делу. Let's move to business. Let's get to business. But in Russian we say, let's move to business. Перейдем к делу. Перейдем к делу. Let's get to business. Перейдем к делу. It's a very nice Russian expression that you could use in your everyday life. Did I just... Перейдем. No, we never say придем к делу. Pay attention here. Перейдем, let's move, because придем к делу doesn't exist. But that's true that the pronunciation is close. Look at it. Перейдем к делу. Перейдем к делу. Compare with your totally wrong, which doesn't make sense example. Придем к делу. Придем. We can say придем к решению. Придем к решению. Let's get to the solution, because, yeah, I understand, it sounds the same. I understand. But if you listen carefully, look, перейдем versus придем. Перейдем, придем. Перейдем, придем. They are different. Придем к концу, неплохо. Come to an end. Придем к решению, come to the solution. Придем к концу. Когда мы уже придем к концу этого разговора, we can say it. We really can. Why not? Очень хорошо. Итак, придем. It means we will come. And перейдем, which is pronounced перейдем. Перейдем means let's move. Так. Он перешел на новую работу. He moved. Yeah. Operator, you are messing now the whole thing that I explained. Because I said when we move places, like переехал в новый офис. It would be переехал, but перешел на новую работу. That's true. Спасибо за пример. Thank you for this example. Because we say he moved to a new work. Why? Because it's moving to a new focus. It's not really places, but it's new occupation. Yeah? Новая работа. It's also the whole new meaning. That's why we say он перешел на новую работу. Переехал в новый офис, moved to a new office, but перешел на новую работу. Спасибо, thank you for this example, but now advanced learners, could probably grasp it, but beginners who already realized that moving places I use переехать and moving topics I use перейти, and now they would be a little bit confused. Because do you know what we teachers do? We teachers will lie to you a little bit. To beginners, we say, there is black and white. And when you move a little bit further in your learning, you get to the level B1, we say, you know what? There are also shades of gray. And you're like, oh, really? And we are like, sorry, I've been lying to you. But it's for your good. For your good. Why? Because you weren't, scared out or something. Итак, we say, он перешел в новую школу. Ребенок перешел в новую школу. Like kid moved to a new school. Because it's a whole new concept. But when on the same job you moved offices, you only moved places. You would say, я переехал в новый офис. You see? Да. So maybe you could think about it this way. You could think about it like when we solely move places, it would be переехал. Я переехал в новый офис, я переехал в другой город. Solely moving places. But when you changed something related to your occupation, we say я перешел. Я перешел на новую работу. Моя дочь, I don't have daughters, I only have son. Моя дочь перешла в новую школу. But I should say Костя перешел в новую школу. Костя перешел в новую школу. This is a real example. In моя дочь is a made up example. Итак, ребята, I hope it's all clear. Мы пришли к концу. Well, I would say мы подошли к концу. We are not looking at this prefix today. Подошли к концу. Why? Because you see, when we use подо, it means to approach. We are not really yet came. I can't say we came to an end, but we are approaching the end. That's why I would say, ребята, мы подошли к концу. We approached this end. Мы подошли к концу. Мы подошли к концу, but not really пришли. Пришли like came to an end, but we just approached it. Yeah? Мы подошли к концу. That's how we Russians would naturally say. We rarely would say прийти к концу. Прийти к решению, to come to a solution. Прийти. No. Прийти к концу. you can, you would be understood, but they would think you are a foreigner. They would say like, what's Russian must be not your native language. That's what they would say. Она переходила в колледж. Очень хорошо. Гораздфакт. Она раньше переходила в колледж. You can say this like she was moving schools, she was moving colleges, she was moving schools. Why not? I see out in the window my slave. No. My, the person who takes care of this building. It was a joke. It was a clear joke. Итак, damn it, will I be blocked for this? Well, but he's white. At least. If he was black, it would be even worse, what I just said. Мы проехали, and this is the last joke for today. Проехали, which means let's forget about it. Итак, проехали. Проехали, it means it's forgotten, потому что проехали, it means passed by already, passed by, проехали, doesn't exist anymore. Проехали, it's like something that already happened and we are not there anymore. Проехали. This is Russian caretaker, maintenance man, but he's not really maintenance man because he lives in the building. He has his apartment here and the apartment is free. Thanks to him working here, he's not simply a handyman, he is also taking care of every person who lives here. Like, if I have a problem, I could call him and he would solve my problem if it's related to the building. For example, I locked myself out. He would. It's like building manager. Yeah, I like building manager better than slave. Building manager. Yeah. Спасибо. Я согласна. And this guy really helped me tons of times because I would often lock myself out. And imagine my door doesn't have any, how is it called? Thing to open, a handle. My door doesn't have a handle on the outside. So even when I go to pick up my mail, I close it and bam, I can't get in. And then I call this guy. I will show him to you very quickly. He's there outside doing some stuff. You see? There, walking, removing the Christmas tree. Yeah. He's a very sweet person, very kind guy, but my camera now is doing, I don't know what. Ну, ничего страшного. И он молодец. He really rules because so many times he helped me for free. And because, I lock myself out all the time. Ну все, ребята. Today I'm a little bit slightly on higher energy thanks to Russian church, which was splendid. I loved it. Still I can't even get down to earth because the church rules. It's such a place of место силы, as we say, place where you can get your energy. So join my Instagram and not only you will see my breakfast, but also how I went to church. By the way, people, last thing, I do have a set of links of very useful materials for you. So maybe if you do need, let's say, to learn how to write in Russian cursive or anything else, you use this set of links, and this set of links has everything. My playlists, my Telegram channel, everything. So please use it, feel free to use it, and use my free materials because I do have, it's not straight today, my clothes. I do have lots of courses. There is a course, how to learn write in cursive, which is like only 4 videos, and in 1 hour you write in cursive. It has downloadable прописи, things you can write in, totally free. I do have a pronunciation playlist where you can learn difficult sounds. You could even check yourself, because some videos have check yourself exercises. So please use these links. Feel free to use them. They are all yours, and it's only free materials. Join my Telegram channel where you can have updates about live streams, everything. I do have lots of free materials, so use them. And I would really, I would want you to progress better. And surprise, surprise, I do have Spotify playlist for Russian learners. You could use it too. And this link is not in this set of links, but it is. I will post it on Instagram today because I can't really find it. This is my Spotify. You could use this one for our original songs. Let me. Maybe. How can we get to it? So this is my Spotify playlist with original songs of Tapes Iterator and me. Our original songs made together with Tapes Iterator. This one, but also I have a playlist of popular Russian songs, but they are chosen for the level A2. So if you do need this playlist, how you can find it? Let me see on Spotify. So you go to me, and me is, who is I? What did I say? This is my profile. My profile is like this on Spotify. Katya Gudi. Katya Gudi. And in Katya Gudi, there are playlists. And one of them is called, let me see, Katya Gudi profile, my library. It's called Songs for Russian Learners. You see? Songs for Russian Learners. You go there. And this playlist consists right now of 5 hours, 40 minutes of songs. So feel free to use them too. Katya Gudi is me. There are other playlists, but those you don't touch. Those are my playlists. But yours is Songs for Russian Learners. This is your playlist. It's not at all my own playlist. Ну все, ребята. На сегодня все. We are done for today. На сегодня все. Всем спасибо. Thank you for joining in. Всем спасибо. I really like today's crowd. Thank you all for coming. I know that Monday, как мы говорим на русском, понедельник – день тяжелый. Monday is a very heavy day. Но вы были очень cute. That you did join our live lesson. Спасибо, Fabio. I do sing because I used to sing in a church choir for 8 years. I wasn't a good singer there because I were never able to read notes, so I was singing by memory, and I would often sing wrongly. That's why at some point I was moved to Sunday school to work with children. No, my skills developed, and thanks to Tapes Iterator and his beautiful skills, really can't thank him enough, because he makes my voice like stand out. Because I do have a cappella songs, you can see them on YouTube. There is a playlist which is called Sing Along, and I do sing a cappella there. You can hear my real voice without instrument around it. But Tapes Iterator makes my voice even better because the instruments he uses they enhance my voice. Всем спасибо. And it's often a thing that people can read notes but can't sing. It's a pity, because when you can read notes, you love music, but you can sing. This sucks, I gotta tell you. Да, type you are right. We both have developed, that's true. Because working together for 5 years. Well, you betcha. I mean, if we haven't developed at all, wouldn't we be a little bit retarded? And Katya, she would never lose an opportunity to break community guidelines. Ладно. You know that it's just Russian spicy personality, you can call it this, but you know that I never wish anything bad to people, and I only wish everyone health and prosperity and a lot of money if you want those. No, if you want it. In Russian, деньги is plural, but in English it is singular. Итак, спасибо всем и увидимся в следующий понедельник. See you next Monday. Tesla Stellar, спасибо for all the laughs. This is going to be the last message I'm putting up here today. Спасибо всем и до свидания и пока.